a pillow or a cushion or anything, then do take one and sit on it, because, so we'll start off from the sitting pose. And if you have, and I didn't say that, but if you feel like you have those balls, the Swiss balls, then it will be useful to have them as well. So, because you will see that, because I'll be working with both, basically. But to start with, just stay sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and just focus on your breath, whichever way the breath comes in and the breath goes out. So whether it's easier for you to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth, then you do that, or if it's easier for you to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose, then you do that. Just by closing your eyes, you will focus, you will lose one sense, the sense of sight, but you'll be focused more inwards, and you'll be noticing more around your body, what is happening. So first of all, noticing your breath. Noticing your inhale, noticing your exhale. And scan around your body. Notice your shoulders, your arms. Let them rest on your thighs, or let them rest on your knees, or anywhere you find comfortable. Allow the shoulders to drop down with every one of your exhales. Just notice how your exhale and the gravity takes your shoulders down and allows your whole upper body to relax. And scan through your body. And then notice your sitting bones. Notice how comfortably they're seated down towards the floor. Notice both of the sitting bones down on the floor. And notice the earth underneath your body. The mat, the cushion, the support, whatever you're sitting on. And let that whole support cradle you. The support of the earth, the support of your cushion. Allow yourself to really feel grounded, to feel supported. Every time as you exhale, notice the support. Notice the pull down towards the earth. Notice the grounding. And allow yourself to completely be relaxed. So relax to the point where you can actually notice, you know
where your body is. You know that your spine is upright. You notice your arms, you notice your hands, you notice your legs, you notice your whole body. You notice your belly, you notice your pregnant belly. Allow the body, allow your breath to be taken over by the gravity. So as you inhale, feel lighter, and as you exhale, feel heavier. Inhale lighter, as if you're floating above the floor, and exhale, feel heavier. And slowly become aware of your hands and bring your hands on to touch your pregnant belly. So it doesn't matter which way your hands go, whether they are in a diamond shape with the thumbs touching and the fingers pointing down towards your womb, or whether they are just interlocking, one up on top of the other. But either way, just allow the palms of your hands to touch your womb, to touch your belly, to touch your baby, so that you can get connected to your baby. And slowly bring your awareness to your breath again. Inhaling lighter, exhaling heavier. Inhaling lighter, exhaling heavier. And stay focused in that way, focusing on your breath, focusing on those two sensations, the lighter, the heavier. Focusing on your breath and focusing on your touch and the sensation of your pregnant belly, of the baby inside you. And then slowly bring yourself aware to juices inside your body. The water element, where you bring your awareness to the water that's supporting your baby. Nourishing water. Nourishing belly. Nourishing breath. Bring yourself aware to the blood floating, the blood inside your veins. The lymph nodes. Bring yourself aware to your taste buds, the saliva in your mouth. Relaxing the tongue in your mouth, noticing the moisture inside your mouth. And noticing the water and perhaps the tears inside your eyes. Slowly become aware of the space around you. the space around you, the noises around you, the noises coming from outside the room, the noises coming from inside the room, my voice, and then I'm becoming aware of the noises coming from your belly, your pregnant belly. The noises coming from your breath, your nourishing breath. And slowly become aware of your hands again, the arms, and release the hands from your belly. And then take them above as you inhale, take them above your head. Big inhale through your nose. Turn the palms away from each other as you exhale and slowly float the arms down towards the floor. And relaxing the shoulders down towards the floor. As you inhale, inhale arms up. Exhale, turn the palms away from each other. Exhaling down. Inhale up. And this time as you inhale, bring your hands together into Anjali Mudra. As you exhale, bring the hands into Prayer Mudra. Bring your hands down to your heart center. Drop your chin down towards your fingers, towards your heart, towards your pregnant belly. Drop your chin down as if you're looking in towards your baby. Notice your breath again as you inhale and exhale. And so I'm going to chant Om 3 times. This is down to you whether you want to accept it and chant your own right, your own time, or just stay silent and listen and focus on the M sound towards the end of the chant. Inhale and exhale normally here. As you inhale, next time as you exhale, we'll chant. Inhale. Inhale. And then stay there, noticing the vibrations of the N sound, the Om. And release your hands down to the floor, to your thighs. Slowly look up. Use your neck just to slowly move your head from one side to another. As you inhale, let your head become aligned with your spine. As you exhale, drop your head down your right ear towards the right shoulder. As you inhale, bring your head up. As you exhale, your left ear towards your left shoulder. Noticing the stretch in the right side of the neck. Inhale, bring up again, and exhale and repeat. One more time on both sides. Using the inhale to bring your head in alignment with your spine and exhale to drop and stretch. And slowly come back to the center and bring time arms up again, inhaling, arms up, 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 up. And then this time again, as you exhale, hands together into Anjali Mudra, and then bring it down into a shape of a diamond, and then follow that diamond as I started in earlier. So the fingers are pointing down towards your belly, and then slowly down towards the earth. Touch the earth. Now you do not have to go completely down, and you'll do it as long and as much as your body allows you to do, but just following your breath as well, and following your spine, following your body. So as you inhale, bring that diamond up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, hands down to the heart center. And we'll repeat that 2 more times. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling into a diamond. Bring it down to your belly, perhaps touching your belly, and then down towards the floor, touching the floor. Inhaling, arms up into a diamond shape. Exhaling down to heart center. And 1 more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down into a diamond. So floating as a river down towards the floor, touching that floor. And as you inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Release your hands down to the floor. And then slowly, depending on how you were sitting, come onto all fours. So, and stretch the right leg. So stretch the right leg, draw the toes away from you, and then stretch the left leg away, drawing the left toes away from you, and bring back to center. And again, the right and the left. Using your breath to work all the time with your breath. As you press into your toes, perhaps you would want to do a little bit more of a stretch. So depending on how you feel, you'd use this movement. So this time it's stretching, but now a little bit standing. So pressing into the toes, press into the toes. If you don't feel that is very possible, or it's not very what you like to do, then just do opposite, one leg then the other, rather than stopping and pressing a little bit into the toes. And then come back onto all fours. Make a space between the knees and slowly drop down, dropping the head down, relaxing into a child's pose. So make sure that you make a space for your pregnant belly to go down. Make sure that your knees are comfortable. And allow your head, your forehead, to drop down to the floor so that you can touch and you can breathe. Allow the tailbone to drop down towards the heels. And then slowly walk your hands in front of you. Bring your knees together. and come back onto your all fours. But this time, so with your knees together rather than your knees between, knees under your hips. So what I'll do, I've got this massive cardigan on me, so you might not be able to see it, have to take it off. But what we're going to do, so for some of you who have done this before, so you'll probably know, but then you make sure that there's a blanket underneath your knees, that you completely supported this time. So hands down under your shoulders, knees together, and this time as you inhale, drop your hips towards the right and make sure that they're going in line with the knees so that you can feel the stretch on your right side. Exhale, come back to center, and as you inhale, drop your hips towards the left. You will be bending the arms, most possibly. Exhale, come back to center, and inhale again towards the right. Now, if you feel that you don't feel anything in this particular pose, then the safe way to double check whether you're doing it right is you inhale, slowly drop yourself so that you can come down into a seated. And when you're seated, then you'll see that the line between your hips and your knees is kind of straight. So it's not going diagonally. Your hips are not going diagonally, either towards the heels or towards the front of you. So repeating this movement 3 times. So inhaling towards the right, exhale back up to center, inhaling hips towards the left. Make sure that you really feel that stretch in your hips. Exhaling, coming back to center, inhaling to the right, exhale, come back to center, inhale to the left, and that would be 3 times together with the rest, the ones that we've done before, and then exhale, come back to center. Now, tuck your toes under. Make a space again between your knees, tuck your toes under, and slowly sit up onto your toes. Now this will depend on your ability and how you are. So you might be able to sit on this on your heels for longer. It might be that you can't really do this anymore and you just want to shake your feet off, in which case you do that. So you follow your body and follow your sensations, making sure that you repeat this movement 3 times. So stretching and releasing. Tapping the toes and tapping the feet, the tops of your feet. And the last time, stretching the toes, sitting on the heels, dropping the tailbone down towards the floor, stretching the head up towards the ceiling, dropping the shoulders down, and releasing and tapping. Lovely. Slowly tuck your toes under and push yourself so that you're coming into a squat. Now, you'll be doing the squat, so your legs will be wider than your mat if you are on the mat. If you're not on the mat, then they'll be wider than your hips, either way. Making sure that your feet are completely grounded, totally grounded, and then dropping your tailbone down towards the floor. If you need support, use your cushions if you've got cushions,
put one on one side, the other one on the other side, so that your heels are actually resting on these cushions. If you've got a bolster, you'll use the bolster, but this is a rolled up blanket will be quite good for that. So using the rolled up blanket, placing the heels down onto the rolled up blanket, and so then perhaps using the cushion again to sit cushion on the blanket so that you can actually sit and rest on it. So this pose is particularly good to get you ready. So some of you are almost till you've reached the third trimester and you're almost towards the end. Some of you are not. So you're coming into the poses. We're practicing pretty much every week. We're practicing every single stage. So because it's not all tailored towards the end for third trimester. But we're sitting here. So taking your hands into hands together into prayer, bringing the hands into your heart center, and using your elbows to open your legs more. As you inhale here, become aware of your pelvic floor and squeeze your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, drop the hands down, lift your tailbone up a little bit and come back again. Inhale, squeeze your pelvic floor, lift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Release the pelvic floor. Take the tailbone up a little bit. Inhale one more time. Squeeze up. And this time as you exhale, release. And then adjust your feet and walk yourself up into a standing pose, which comes a little bit like a relief, a complete relief for after the squat. Now, I've got plenty of things that are to support, and then just release your legs little bit, give the legs a little bit of a shake, 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 shake. Lovely. So certain things, as I said, we'll be repeating pretty much all the time. Certain things will be new every week. But what we'll do now is go through a pose, but through something that it's sun salutation, but it's adjusted to pregnancy. So it's not the complete sun salutation, it's adjusted to pregnancy completely. And it will be down to how you feel it and in your body. So make sure that you're standing on the front of your mat, wherever your front of the mat is, standing on the front of the mat, and your feet are under your hips or even wider. So the further you go in pregnancy, then your feet might be adjusting a little bit more. So you'll start off perhaps with the under your hips, and then you'll go a little bit wider. And every week will be different. Every day is different. So first of all, standing there, and then just give yourself your hips a little bit of a shake. So just as if you're moving your hips towards the right and then towards the left. Bending the knees as you go, and do that. Allowing the knees to bend, and you're circling the hips, circling towards the right, and then stop the middle, and then circle towards the left.
And as you circle your hips, make sure that the feet are staying down onto the floor, constantly onto the floor. So you're circling your hips, you're pushing your tailbone away from you, and you're bringing your pubic bone forward. And you're using your breath, and then slowly come back to center. Adjust your feet if you need to, so that you can find the base. Notice the feet on the floor, pushing completely the feet into the floor, relaxing the knees so the knees are not locked. And then become aware of your pelvic floor, become aware of your belly, pregnant belly, and stretch your tailbone down towards the floor and lift your baby closer to you. So I'm using my hands to just allow the movement so that you can see it. And you can by all means use the hands to just massage the tailbone downwards and then massage your belly and bring it up towards your heart, so closer to you. So when you let go of the hands with the knees a tiny bit bent, the position doesn't look as natural as you would be when you're standing. But all of this is to help you with your standing, with the navigation or kind of like the standing while you've got your belly, as your belly is growing. So your position will be going towards, you'll be minded to go backwards, your back will be going backwards to remain with this. But actually you want to stay forwards, but you want to keep your belly closer and you want to lengthen the tailbone down towards the floor. So from that pose, let go of the arms, let the arms rest down by the side. And as you inhale, bring your arms up above your head. Stretching the arms up, above. Stretching through the fingertips. And as you exhale, slowly bring the hands down to the thighs, massaging all those the thighs, and slowly let yourself down. So you can go down into another squat if you wish to go into a squat, or just go slowly down onto all fours. So you're coming onto all fours. Bring your right leg to the right hand. Lovely. And as you inhale, bring the arms up. Lovely. Squeezing the inner thighs in. As you exhale, hands down to the middle. Bring the right leg back to center, so under your hips. And then do the cat and cow. As you inhale here, and as you exhale, squeeze your belly, bring your belly, your baby closer to you. Inhale here. And now as you exhale, bring your pubic bone forward. Curve your back. Drop your head down. Look towards your belly. As you inhale, take your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Drop the belly down. Open the chest and gaze forward. As you exhale, come back to neutral spine. Inhale, bring the left leg to the left hand. As you exhale, push the foot into the floor. As you inhale, bring the arms up. As you exhale, hands down and bring the hands down towards the floor. Come back onto your all fours. And one more cat and cow. Inhale here, you exhale, bring the pubic bone forward, curve the back, drop your head down. Inhale, take the tailbone up towards the ceiling, open the chest, gaze forward. As you exhale, bring the baby closer to you and come into a neutral spine. Tuck the toes under and slowly push yourself so that you can come into a squat. Hands to your heart center, pushing your feet down. As you inhale, squeeze your pelvic floor in. As you exhale, hands down to the floor, bring your tailbone up towards the, almost towards the ceiling. Inhale, squeeze, hands to the heart center. And this time as you exhale, just walk yourself up slowly into a standing pose, adjusting the feet, bringing the chin blast into standing. Arms up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. So we won't be doing this 2 more times or 3 more times. We'll just slowly go down again onto all fours and we'll just do something else. So to work the arms. So come onto all fours. So as we were doing with the right, bring the right foot closer to you, to your right hand. As you exhale, push the right foot into the floor. As you inhale, arms up. And this time, as you exhale, hands, arms in front of you, palms parallel. Inhale, take the left arm up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, follow the gaze towards the left arm, opening the arms completely. Inhale, bring the left arm up. Exhale, left arm in front of you. And again, left arm up on the inhale. Exhale, open the torso into a twist. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm in front of you. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm behind you. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, hand in front of you. Bring the hands down to the floor. Take the left leg to the side, to the left, so that it's in direction, the same direction as the, this is the right leg, the right leg to the side and the left. I do have a problem with that. So take then the left knee is down onto the floor. Bring the left arm to a little bit into the center, and then take the right arm up and swivel the torso up so that you're looking in direction of the right arm. As you exhale, bring the right hand down to your baby. Inhale, open up. Exhale down towards your baby. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring the hands down and bring the leg back to center. Do one cat and cow. As you exhale, bring the baby closer to you. And inhale here.
And as you exhale, then bring the pubic bone forward, curve the back, drop the head down. Inhale, take the tailbone up towards the ceiling, drop the belly down, open the chest and gaze forward. Make sure that the shoulders are away from your ears. Exhale and come back to center, to neutral spine, bringing the baby closer to you. As you inhale, take your left leg to the left hand. Exhale, push the left foot into the floor. Inhale, arms up. So we're repeating what we did on the right side, we're repeating it on the left. Exhale, hands in front of you. Inhale, take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, the whole torso turns. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, in front of you, meet the other arm. And repeat 2 more times. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, look in direction of the right arm. Inhale up. Exhale, down. And 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down in front of you. And the arms go down to the floor. Stretch your left leg away so it's in line with the right knee. Bring the right arm a little bit towards the center. And as you inhale, take the left arm up and open the torso, pushing yourself away from the right shoulder, dropping the right shoulder down, making sure that the left arm is in line with the right arm. Exhale, bring the hand down towards your baby. Inhale, turn the torso up, or stay looking, gazing forward. Exhale, hand towards your baby, touch your baby. Inhale, last time. Exhale, down to your heart, to your baby. Bring the hands back to neutral. Come back with your to neutral spine. And just do 1 more cat and cow. So exhaling, bringing the pubic bone forward, curving the back, dropping the head down, looking into the baby, and inhale, tailbone up towards the ceiling, dropping the belly down, gazing forward. And this time as you exhale, make a space between the knees and slowly drop the tailbone down into a child's pose, dropping the forehead down to touch the floor if you're okay with that. And if you're not, then using those back blankets, you've got one or a bolster, and just dropping the forehead down onto the floor. Allow yourself to notice the breath, allowing yourself to notice the ground. Slowly become aware of your body and slowly push yourself up into a seated pose. Now, this, and what we're going to do, the next thing is that we're going to go and do some pelvic practices. Now, these are slightly different to, I know that you've done the Pilates, so they're slightly different from Pilates. Now, I'd like you to, because you might not have bolster, so sit on a cushion or on a rolled up blanket. Sometimes you're okay, actually, even just seated in a pose that is comfortable for you, so just in a seated, either cross-legged position or with the feet behind you. So whichever position you feel that it's comfortable for you, just sit on that. Slowly close your eyes. So try and stay focused on my breath. If the knees, by the way, if you're seated like this, and if the knees need to be supported or anything, then just place the blankets underneath your knees or your toes. So seated in a seated pose, close your eyes, focus on your breath. Notice what you're sitting on. Notice the support underneath you. Allow the breath to completely lead you into a sense of just noticing your breath, noticing the shoulders, noticing how your breath as an inhale, how it feels on an inhale and how it feels on the exhale. Now start slowly noticing how your body's rocking. And if it isn't rocking front to back, if it isn't rocking forwards and backwards, then perhaps bring in some movement so that your body, your whole torso is rocking front to back. And now slowly start noticing on the exhale, slowly start noticing if you're touching your whole vagina, the anal muscles, the front, the urinary muscles, all of those, you're touching your supports. If you're not touching, then that's okay. Just become aware of your base. Slowly, as you exhale, stop towards the back. So if you were noticing anything underneath, you would be sitting on your anal muscles. As you inhale, become aware of your anal muscles and squeeze your anal muscles. As you exhale, release. As you inhale, squeeze the ring around your anus. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. And then slowly go back to your rocking. Rocking from back to front. And slowly stopping towards the front so that you're leaning
If you're leaning onto your thighs, you're leaning onto your thighs, but allow your shoulders to drop down. So allow the arms to become relaxed. So don't go too much into this pose. And then become aware of your urinary opening. As you inhale, squeeze your urinary opening, as if you want to stop the wee coming out. As you exhale, release. As you inhale, squeeze the muscles around urinary opening. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze the urinary opening. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. And then go back to your rock. From front to back. And stopping in the middle. You're stopping between those two holes. You're stopping, you're sitting, if you were sitting and noticing the supports underneath you, you would be sitting on your vagina. Be noticing vaginal muscles, you'd be noticing vaginal opening. And again, as you inhale, now squeeze your vaginal opening. So squeeze your walls, your vagina in towards each other. And as you exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze the vaginal walls towards each other. As you exhale, release the walls away from each other. Inhale, squeeze the walls towards each other. Exhale, release. The next time as you do that, try and bring the walls up towards the belly, towards the navel, imagining that there's a lift in your belly. You're squeezing the vaginal walls towards each other and then bringing them a little bit higher and up. And then exhaling, slowly releasing down one by one. So if you were a lift, you're going floor by floor. You're not just dropping down. And repeating the same, inhaling and squeezing up. Bringing them up, 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 up. And slowly releasing down, down, down to where you can go. And then slowly releasing, completely squeezing. No more squeezing, no more releasing, just coming back to your normal breath. If you notice that you're still rocking, that your body's rocking, then you carry on rocking and you're staying. If you don't notice that you're rocking, that's okay. And just slowly releasing down. Coming back to your breath. So if you're happy, so you can start by opening your eyes slightly. If you're happy, just stay seated in this pose, and you can stay seated in this pose. Otherwise, come off the bolster and just stretch your legs. Perhaps you might want to do that anyway, and then get back into the seated pose. Stretching your legs away from you, just giving them a big shake, and perhaps just a massage as well, just heals them again at being alive. Take your toes up towards you as you inhale, and as you exhale, stretch the toes away from you. Inhale, bring the toes up. Exhale and release. And one more time, inhale towards you. Exhale, releasing away from you. So my knees were bent at that point because I wasn't able to keep the legs straight. So every time, and most of you know that I advise students all the time to follow their own body. So if you feel that if I'm saying something that really doesn't work with you that way, then you do what your body feels like that it needs to be done. Apart from the practices that we just did, which was the pelvic floor and the pregnancy mula bandha, it's called. So the breath, it's very important that the breath in pregnancy is done this way. As you inhale, you squeeze and bring the muscles in, and as you exhale, you release. And the reason for this is because of the end stages when actually it'll be time to release. So while it's important for a woman to have the strength in the muscles in the pelvic floor and to be able to hold on to those muscles, it is also important, especially during delivery, to be able to feel the release and to let go and deliver her baby. After delivery, not straight away, but then a couple of weeks after, or days after, you'd be able to reverse that breath, and then you'll be exhaling and squeezing in, especially the vaginal block, and then inhaling, releasing. The breath on the other two will stay the same. Anyway, so that's just a quick catch up on that. I'd like you to now go into relaxation. Now you relax in any pose that you feel that it is comfortable for you. So lying down either on the left side, or if you're lucky to have enough support, so whether you have the wall behind you, whether you have the Swiss ball that you want to keep against the wall, perhaps you might want to do that. And then just sit so that your tailbone is also supported, so that you can sit into a relaxed state where you can just go down and release into relaxation. So it's important that you have, this wasn't very comfortable for me, but it's important that you are comfortable. Whichever pose you feel, it's important that you're comfortable in it. You want to go lie down on the left side. Make sure that you have something underneath your head, so that your head's slightly comfortable, and you feel perhaps a cushion or a blanket underneath your right leg that will be bent and supported. So, and make sure that you're covered enough. You've got blankets or jumpers or something that you're going to be relaxed in, and you warm if you need to. Start wherever you are, start focusing on your breath. Noticing the floor. Noticing the relaxation. Welcoming the floor. Allow your whole body to welcome the floor. Notice your breath. Relax the jaw. Relax the tongue in your mouth. Notice the saliva. Notice the taste in your mouth. Notice the juices in your body, the blood in your veins. And going back to your breath, you inhale through your nose. Make a tiny space between your lips. A small space between your lips. Imagining that there's a tissue of paper between your lips. And as you exhale, you're blowing into that tissue of paper. With your lips completely relaxed. You're noticing the air, the exhale coming through your lips. Notice the temperature of the air coming through your lips. The warm air going through your lips. The smaller the space between your lips, the longer it takes for your breath to come out. Notice the temperature of the inhale, the cool air of the inhale. Now start visualizing a thread being spun by your exhales. Every time as you exhale, breath, exhale the air through your lips. Imagine you spinning a thread with your exhales. Inhaling the cool, fresh air, exhaling the golden thread. Inhaling the cool, fresh air, exhaling the golden thread. Inhaling the cool, fresh air, exhaling the golden thread. Visualize that golden thread becoming longer and longer. Visualize it in front of you, appearing in front of you. Long, golden, silky. See with that thread slowly connecting you to your belly. See the belly. See the baby in your belly. See the baby perfectly positioned in optimal position when they're ready to come out. Slowly positioning, seeing the baby's limbs, seeing the baby's spine, seeing the baby's heart beating. Let the golden thread, your exhales, become the connection to your baby. Let the image of your baby stay with you, bringing a smile to your face, allowing yourself to completely relax and become aware of your pregnancy, but give yourself time to completely adjust to the end of the day. Slowly become aware of your physical body. Take a big breath in as you inhale, and big breath out as you exhale. Again, noticing the temperature of the air, noticing the coolness of the fresh air coming in through your nose, and the warmth of the air coming through your mouth, or perhaps this time through your nose. Become aware of your fingers and your toes. Move your fingers and toes, move your ankles, circle your wrists. Perhaps be aware if you haven't touched your belly, then let your hands on your belly and just massage your belly. Hands in your belly, massaging your belly. Allowing your connection to your baby to not to just be your breath and your swelling belly, but also your touch. And then slowly, as you inhale, go with the belly. And turn yourself completely, so turning onto the side, depending on what side and where and how positions you are. If you're in Baddha Konasana position and in the butterfly position, as you start to then bring your knees together and slowly turn onto the side. And then use your upper arm to push yourself up into a seated position. As you inhale, take your arms up above your head. Stretch your arms up as you exhale, hands down together into Anjali Mudra, into a prayer position. Bring them down, center line down to your heart center. And slowly just drop your chin a little bit as if you're looking towards your baby or looking towards your fingers. And we'll just chant Om Shanti here to finish and end the class. The way that we would thank ourselves for appearing to be here, thank our beautiful bodies for allowing us to give life to another little person inside us, and just thank ourselves for being present, being here, and hopefully enjoy the rest of the evening and the rest of the week.